Okay, hey travelers, we're back and I've gone ahead and finished the landscaping in the backyard, so let me just go ahead and show you some of that. And here's what the landscaping in the backyard looks like now, and I extended the pathway a bit so it wouldn't look so weird, and I did this stuff all along here, moved some things around in here, and finished the landscaping over on this side as well. Very riotous blooms. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and do the first floor. This is the first floor, and here are our stairs. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and see if we can do the stair flaring thing, which is fine because of the way I've put them, but that's fine. So the first thing we want to do is just make sure there's a railing on the stairs. So we're going to go ahead and go for a stair rail, and we have the new pack now, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and use stair railing. I think we're gonna go ahead and do this one from Strangerville. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, there. Stairs have a railing now. Okay. And then this is the entrance hall, obviously. Like, this is the entrance, where you enter the house. So let's go ahead and pick out a wallpaper. We have all the new ones, obviously, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with a lot of Enchanted by Nature, and I also want to do some of, what's it called? The Death one. And I forgot that I made an actual entranceway, so let's go ahead and swap that around to look like that. And then we do need some lighting, so let's go ahead and Life and Death, that's what it's called. We're going to put some wall lamps up. I'm going to try to not use the new pack, but we'll see how much I can do. So we're going to go Enchanted by Nature. I think we'll go with the Life or Death lamps for in here. I think that's okay. And then I want to go ahead and put down like a little bench and a table. This pedestal's beautiful. Let's go with like a bench. Ooh, look at this one. This one's cool. Has like wood in it, which we don't need, but like I still kind of like it. So how about we go with the Life or Death one instead? Just a place to sit, to put your shoes on, things like that. And these shoes are from Dream Home Decorator, in case you wondered. And then I also want a rug. And again, I don't want one from the new packs, so I'm going to play with the new packs eventually, just not right now. Okay, so then we can go ahead with a rug. That one fits exactly. But I kind of want one that's just a little bit smaller than that. So what about this one? Yep, there we go. And this one is from the Crystal Creations stuff pack. So there's like a little foyer, a place to sit and put on your shoes. Maybe a coat rack would be nice as well. And then we're just gonna put like a plant, put a couple of plants. I've got move objects on still. I want to take that off just because you don't want things to get weird in terms of how much it causes routing issues. Okay, so then this is like the hallway on its way to being other things. So I think we'll put maybe some kind of reading nook in here, or maybe like storage, and this is going to be a little bathroom, and then this is the living room combined with like a cat area. Okay, and then upstairs we're going to have a bedroom and a bathroom and a closet, and then we're going to have a cauldron and magic space in here, magic and cauldron and things like that. And then this is another bathroom and an office, I think. And then we have this little balcony out here too, which is nice. I'm going to make sure that the flooring is consistent. So we'll see about getting all that done. This will be like an office / guest room, I think. So I think that it's okay to make this like a little seating area. A sitting room maybe. So let's go ahead and do the things I know we're doing. So we're going to do the kitchen and dining area first. Let's go ahead and get a wallpaper for it. I'm going to use tile in the kitchen And then I'm probably going to use something different entirely in the dining room. I'm going to try this one just because it's got colors I think Tate would like, but I don't think it's necessarily the right. This one's from Love Struck. If I use that though, I think I'll change the floor. Let's get like a blue or a white floor. This one's from Spa Day. I think like a dark blue would be better, or like a dark color. Yeah, I think that's better. And then over here, I want it to be like a dining room, so let's go ahead and see what wallpaper options we have. We have some really beautiful stuff in the new pack. I just, like this. I just really don't wish to use it yet because I want to use it to make other things for myself. So honestly, I kind of feel like this would be appropriate for Tate. See, I think it's really beautiful, but I just don't want to use it yet. So I think instead, I'll use cottage living in the dining room. I think that works. And then I want to go ahead and have like the corner booth things like this. Like I want to make sure it's like I want things that look like this, not exactly like this. I was thinking maybe the sectional couch. Alright, maybe we'll instead just go with the dine out like table set, so that it's something that's supposed to fit there, only I can't remember where that is. We're doing overhead lighting for this room, going to do candles. These ones are from Horse Ranch. And then I still don't think this is the right wall swatch. I still think that a different one would probably be better. But I don't really like that one either. And I really do like this one from high school years. I just think it's not quite right. Maybe it's the tile needs to change. We would do the whole room in tile, and then we do the whole room in the same wallpaper. That's really lovely, but the floor definitely doesn't go with it. Maybe if it's a wood floor instead. I still feel like that's not the right wallpaper. I don't know. Maybe if we do this one from Crystal Creations. Well, that's really pretty. Okay, good. Okay. So now we can just map out our kitchen based on the counters. So I think we're going to do counters from Dream Home Decorator. Okay, we need the 2 corner pieces. And then we'll go ahead and do an island to kind of separate the kitchen from the other area over here, which I think will be cat bowls and like a little table. Okay, so those counters are from Dream Home Decorator. So now we need a refrigerator, and I am going to go ahead and use the one from Home of Magic because I think that my best friend would really love this one. It's ornate and really pretty. And it doesn't really go with Dream Home Decorator, but I'm pretty fine with that. And I think my friend would be fine with it too. So then I think I'm going to use the stove from Cottage Living just because I like its color. It's not quite the right shade for my friend, but I think that she'd like it anyway. Let's go ahead and change the swatch to the bluish one though. And then we need some appliances and we need some bar stools. So we'll get the bar stools first. I think I'll do these ones from high school years because they look like they could be actually supportive for someone sitting there. Alright, and we'll do the sink over here too. And I think we'll go ahead and do this one from the kitchen pack because it has like a drain part, which I think is valuable. Okay. And then we need, I think we'll do a rug. And in real life, I don't think she'd put a rug out in her kitchen. But I'm fine with that. I think we'll use this one. This one's from Base Game. And then on the opposite side, I think we'll try to do something else, like this one. Cool. And then I think we'll do a little bit of a table over here, just a small round dining table. Like this one from Life and Death. I'm having a hard time concentrating on today. In my defense, I had a concussion and concussion symptoms for that matter for a few days. So I am still recovering from that. This is from Paranormal Stuff, and I just feel like those are the chairs she'd like best. These ones from Businesses and Hobbies are cool. I just feel like that chair speaks to me, like it says my friend to me. Okay, so then we want some appliances. A microwave has to be one of them, because my friend really likes microwave popcorn. And then over here, we're going to do like the TV watching space in here. And I think this is where I'll put the popcorn maker. But for now, I feel like espresso was a good idea. And then also, I want the ice cream maker and the hot chocolate tray. So I think that would be fun for my friend. And we're going to put this piece of custom content, but if I upload this build to the gallery, I'll remove it, just because it speaks to my friend. This is the Ophelia chalice that Ice Mun Mun created, that I feel like was partially inspired by the Taylor. Drop my mouse. By the Taylor Swift song. Pretty sure. At least partially inspired. And then we've also got this smoothie maker, which is a good idea for the friend I'm talking about. And we have waffles, candy, tea and toast kettle. We don't actually have toasters in the game though. Pizza maker, mixer, bunch of stuff. Oh, you can also give the dishwasher that one. Because in real life, dishwasher, yes please. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the popcorn maker in the living room. I will put the pressure cooker here, just because it's a little bit more like a rice pot. Like, it reminds me more of a rice pot. Okay, so then we can clutter a little bit of clutter on this counter, and this counter, and then we'll leave these two free because that's where Sims will prep food. And then over here, I want to put down some pet bowls. So let's go ahead and do pets. And I'm just going to put a series of them over here. And I will be putting a couple of litter boxes right here just so they're easily accessible on their way in or out. And we'll probably also put cat things in this room and maybe make the TV watching room in this one instead. But one of the two. Yeah, because I think we can put like cat boxes and cat furniture and comfy places to sit in this room. And then put TV and things like that in that room. We'll see though. I do want to put a sitting area in here, or maybe even a desk. Or both. We'll see. For now though, I want to put down the pet food things. For all 7 cats. 5, and there are a couple outside too. For the ones that, for them to play outside. Let's go ahead and put a couple of pet beds in here too. And these are all from cats and dogs. And then we can go ahead and put some litter boxes over here. Again, these are from cats and dogs. These are also the ones that are self-cleaning, and that's why I'm putting them down. There are 7 cats in this house. 3 litter boxes, and the outside should be okay. For Sims. It wouldn't be necessarily the best thing ever for human beings, but it's fine for now. We can also put one more pet dish right here, and maybe one next to it. There you go. That's all 7 done. And then there's a little pet bed here. And I think I might put some shelving up on the wall just to make it seem as though... Actually, I think we will use this thing from the new pack. I think that fits right there, and it looks really good as like a storage area. That's cool. Alright, anyway, we're going to put some shelving up on this wall. This one is from Eco Lifestyle. I just feel like that makes sense to have some shelving there with knickknacks and plants and books. It could even be cookbooks, you wouldn't know. I'm going to shove it up the wall just a little bit though. Just holding Alt. And then we can put some cabinets up too. I feel like there's not that many spaces for cabinets, but we can still put some up, and I think we'll use the Enchanted by Nature ones. And over the window, we'll put these smaller ones. There we go. And now there's some cabinets too, which is very nice. And then we could put some more cabinets up, maybe over here. I think that over here would be best. Maybe just one cabinet. No, I don't really think that goes. That's fine though. And then we have enough light. But I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple of wall lights up. And for me, that's the kitchen done. There's not that much in it. It's a really big space, but there's going to be a lot of cats. And then over here, because we put this unit right here, I'm just going to put like a love seat. A lounger of some sort. This one is from My Wedding Stories. I kind of like this. Specifically for the person I'm designing this house for. And then I think we're going to go ahead as well and put this little end table here. Just as another space. And then we'll go ahead and put a rug down. I definitely kind of want another round one. But I want it to be bigger than that. So we'll see what our round rug options are. This one's from Paranormal Stuff, and it's actually just a decal sort of thing. I like this round one. This one's good. There's some square ones too, which are lovely. Look, toast and egg. Just an egg. There's a cat. Can't intersect with walls. Move objects is off. This one's from Life and Death. This one's beautiful. Let's put this one down. Just shove it this way a little. And then maybe some other kind of, I don't know, occasional tables or something. Not right here because this is quite squishy. I'm not entirely sure Sims can get through here, if I'm honest. So, in case they can't, why don't we move this over here and open this up as well. Just with an arch, a regular arch, not like one from one of the packs. Just a normal one. Like, well, this one's from Lovestruck. We can totally use this one. Or we could if I didn't have... There we go. There we go. Just getting an availability to move through the house a little easier. Because that is quite squishy right there. And then I do think I will go ahead and put some kind of occasional table right here. I like this one. It's from Enchanted by Nature, but I kind of like it better in the room I'm gonna build, the TV room. So I think, and this one's lovely too. That one's from Tiny Living. And so I think the plant one would be good actually. It's glass and plants, which I don't think she'd have normally. But I kind of like the idea of giving her things that I think she'd really like if she were a Sim. Alright, and I want another round rug. Maybe this one from Laundry Day. And then I think we'll do a lamp on this table. Or maybe instead of lamps, we'll do a candle. Cool. At least on that one. And then over here, I think it needs another lamp. And I kind of want to do this one. This one's for the basement kit. At least I think it's the basement kit. Let's go ahead and check real fast. It must be, because it's not a stuff pack. It's a kit. Yeah, basement treasures, which is a good one. Okay. And then I think this hallway could use a little bit more light. So let's see what we've got. We've got this one, which is very blue. Put that one over there. We've got this one, which I really like. Cool. And then I want a wall sconce for right there. This one is from one of the kits, and it's like, it looks almost like a torch, like a flashlight that someone put on the wall. This one is from high school years, though, and I kind of like this. Put that one there. And there, just to light the stairs up, because I can't put one there because of the stairs. With that move objects on, it's just the stairs mean you can't put one there. Okay, so then we have a little bathroom to do. And find some clutter for the kitchen and for this thing. And we also have the cat room to do. Cat room and living room. So, we'll get to it. Okay, hey travelers, we're back. And I'm back at the same house, obviously. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up furnishing this bottom floor. And then that will be this video. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of changes, I think. Like, for example, the staircase. I think it being exactly like that doesn't make sense. Look at that, you can change the railing now. I didn't realize that came in the update. You can change whether or not it has a railing along all the sides or not. That's really cool. Didn't expect that. Like, at all. Anyway, and I'm gonna move some stuff around. I just feel like some things need to change location. So I'm gonna take this window out right here, and I might replace this window over here. I like this window, but I think it could use a little more light, yeah. In this like little bay window area. And then that will give us the ability to shove this in here when we move stuff around. So, move the cat bed, move the table, so that it's under this window. Gonna hold all, and just shove it wherever I can. And then move this. I think we're gonna have to move the lighting behind it, but that's okay. Just put the lighting wherever else we might want it. So we're going to move all three of these pieces, and we'll move them across the windows. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn move objects on, so I can move this piece against the wall this way. If you shove it in far enough, you lose the back of it, which I don't actually mind. But I want to make sure that it's not actually coming through the wall, which it's not. Good. And then we do want to pick it up, and holding all we do want to shove it back just a little bit into the wall. And then you just want to make sure it's not coming through. Yeah. So now we have it like this, which I again don't mind. And then since move objects is on, I'm going to go ahead and shove this table slightly further. And we'll put this cat bed at a diagonal right here. Cool. And then that also gives us the opportunity to take this light and put it over the window like the other ones are, which is fine. And now we can turn move objects. I just wanted to get that out of the way right there because we didn't really like it there. So, and then the only other thing I want to accomplish here is I want to move these things around so that we can put laundry in this corner. Because laundry being near the kitchen makes sense to me. And having seating right here is also fine. Like, yay. Good. Alright, so I'm just going to shove some laundry over here. So let's go move objects off. really hope my camera's picking up. And we're going to filter by Laundry Day, which is a stuff pack. And we're going to go ahead and get machines. This blue, this green. We'll go blue. We'll shove that there. And then laundry detergent. You know, it's not actually necessary. This is definitely what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and see what swatches this rug has. Let's go with the lighter one. And then we can put some stuff on the walls. And then I was also thinking that we could do a little bit of decoration just in this room with the different swatches of this plant because it's cool looking. Maybe I'll put that one up. And maybe we'll put some flowers right here. And I'm going to shove them as close to the wall as I can. I do want some zeal to come through here, but I don't think they're going to be able to, so I feel like this entrance is best. I just don't feel like they're going to be able to get through there. So, and then because this is a bathroom, let's go ahead and just put a sink right here instead. And maybe we can like shove something else right over here. Not from Laundry Day though. There's just not enough clutter with this pack. Let's do a single bare bulb in this bathroom just for fun, not for aesthetic purposes at all. And then let's go ahead and get this bathroom done. So I'm going to save my game real fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this bathroom done. So let's go ahead and go by plumbing. And we just need a loo and a shower. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. This is from the bathroom kit, which is, as far as I'm aware, Sleek Bathroom. Yeah, that's it. And we're going to go ahead with this one. We can get it in the same blue. Okay. And then we'll go ahead with a shower. And we'll go ahead with whatever one I feel like kind of is the same blue. This one. Okay. And then let's go ahead and we're going to filter by the Sleek Bathroom kit because it has some stuff in it that I like. Like, for example, this mirror. Oh, can't put a mirror there because there's a window. So instead, let's move the window over. I'm going to hold Alt and just move the window over. Holding Alt. I'm going to see if I can put it on this wall, but it still won't let me. I don't know if it's because it can't intersect the light or if it's because it can't. Yeah, it's the light. And then we can go ahead and put a bath mat down like that. And let's see if there's anywhere for this little plant to go. Nope. And that's okay. So the only other thing I want to do is put some glue roll down and try to get it in a decent location, but it's a little bit difficult here. Everything's good. Cool. And then the only other thing I want to do is make sure that this has wallpaper. Cool. I'm going to choose this pink swatch. Actually, I'll choose the blue because this is kind of a blue bathroom. There we go. And there's the bathroom on this floor and the living area in terms of this sort of like hallway, and the kitchen's done. We can still put some clutter out, so we might do that. I'm going to go ahead and limit it to the clutter one. Let's do Modern Retreat. Also, I just wanted to mention, I did have one plant from the Royalty and Legacy pack that we got, or the new Tea Time one of the two. It's one of the two, and it's this, not this one, sorry. It's this one right here. This is the hydrangea sprout, and so it will flag that pack too. But if you don't have that pack, you can go ahead and download this house anyway if I put it up on the gallery, and it's that plant won't be there, so they don't have to replace it. Anyway, so we can go ahead and clutter. Kitchen clutter, let's do cozy kitchen as well. And the bistro one, I think, and country kitchen, and see what we can put out on the counters. Not like everywhere, like just, let's put some kitchen storage jars. And here's like a rack we can put out if we wanted to, which I don't want, but that's fine. And then we have like table side lace curtains, which are interesting. And you could just cover everything, but I'm not gonna because that's not what my family wants. And then we've got like coffee beans. We're definitely using the coffee beans. And like a jar. And some other random stuff. And I'm just gonna clutter up this counter right here. Sink side essentials. Let's go ahead and put that. Utensils. Here's a cookie jar. Here's some more dishes. There's some cereals. Some other clutter. Because Sims will cook over here. It doesn't really matter like what you do, they will cook there. So if we leave that counter open, then they'll have somewhere to cook. There's a kitchen scale. There's a spice rack. There's a knife block. Too bad this doesn't fit there. But it does go there, and even though I want them to use the table, they'll pretty much use the counter. There's some other weird stuff. Here's a bucket of potatoes. Actually, I think that's fruit, but I think there's a potato swatch. I can't remember. Because you can't see them. Like that mostly just looks like here's the potato swatch picture. And I'm going to put it right here. This is kind of a joke between my best friend and I. Not intended for anyone to be offended by. There's a bucket of potatoes in the game. I'm gonna make sure my friend has it in their sim kitchen. Okay. So the kitchen's done, so is this foyer area. I think I'm going to put a light over here. Just go ahead and use this one. Just something to light up this corner. It's really dark right there. Anyway, and then we just finish the cat room. And I'm going to go see what kind of wallpaper we have for here. I like this brick. This is really pretty. It's in a light blue. I kind of like that. And then I kind of feel like this is going to be like the living room, and I kind of feel like I really want like a nice dark wall for the living room. This bistro wall is kind of pretty. Okay, we gotta take out the kits, and now we just want like pet stuff. So going into pets, and we already have their bowls, and we have litter boxes, and we have pet beds. So basically what we want now is like toys. So here's a meow ball, and a bird, and a mouse, and a couple of these things. And here's a ball here's a ball of yarn. And here's a cropper ball, because they're cats, but they might still want a ball. And then this is going to be the TV room, but we are definitely going to have cats be all over this house. But this is the TV room, so I want to make sure we have spaces for things. And I got to figure out like where the TV's going to go and stuff. I think I'm going to put it over here. Anyway, and then the only other thing I want in this space, I do want a cat scratching post thing. And a cat tree thing. Probably not that one though. Let's do this little one. And then I also want a sofa. Just somewhere for for the sim that's going to be having this house to sit. And I want one little occasional table, so I'm going to snag this one from in here so I don't need it there. And we're going to go ahead and put a couple of activities on it, which for me, I'm trying to do the nifty knitting ones. So let's do nifty knitting. And then we also, I want the embroidery one too, and I think that one came with cottage living. Not entirely sure about that yet. Let's go ahead and put it in the TV space. And then I also want a couple of lamps. If possible, I want to use this one. I really like this one. It's just like a flower, but is light source. And I kind of love that. And then we'll take this from cottage living as well and hang that around. There we go. And then I want a rug. So we're going to go ahead and use this one from cottage living because we can. It's beautiful and we can use it. So we're gonna, and then we're going to move the scratch and post wheel. There we go. And then I think that is plenty of light and rugs, and there's a place for the person to stay and something for them to do. So let's move on to the TV room, and this will be the last room in this in the video that we'll do. So we first want a couple of lamps. I think we'll take this one from Lovestruck. Oh, it's really small. So maybe we'll actually put the really tiny Lovestruck lamps over here. They barely light anything up. Funny, and top it with this one, which is from For Rent. No, I think it would be better to top it with something different. What had this one from Life and Death? That one's also really. This one's for businesses and hobbies, and they have it in this bright blue, but it's also tiny. I wonder why some of these lights are so small. I don't know, but they're tiny. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove the Lovestruck lamps. We're just trying to find a good light source. Here's one that's patchwork weirdness, but it's kind of cute. It has postcards on it. It's from Adventure Awaits. Okay, so we want a surface to put a TV on, so let's go ahead with a coffee table, or the Mist ones. The Mist tables also be fine if we can find one. Hey, here's the Victorian tea cart. Let's do a coffee table. Okay, so we gotta find a coffee table we like. This one is from the Stuff Pack, the movie one. I kind of like that. And let's go ahead with a rug. I'm probably thinking round again. Maybe we should do this star pattern one, only I think maybe that's better in a bedroom. This one, maybe. Make it a little bit bigger. Gonna have to put Move Objects on in order to get it quite where I want. And I try to not use Move Objects on the stuff the Sims are actually going to use because I don't want it to mess up what they will do. And then I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze this side table right here and move this one over here so that I have somewhere to put a gaming console and a speaker. So I'm going to go ahead and use this speaker, I think, from high school years. And we can go ahead and put it on this occasional table right here. And then we can also move some other stuff around that we move up on up there. And make sure that's facing the right direction. A little pet bed. We can move that over. And I can go ahead and move that speaker to that side. Great. And then we want a gaming console. And I can't remember where they are. Oh, I think they're actually in the television. Yeah. And then we could put a wall-mounted television up if we wanted to. But I actually kind of want to use this one instead. Yep. Cool. And then we've got 4 different gaming consoles. This one that's retrofitted, this one that's like kind of normal, this one that's older too but in cool colors, and this one. So I think I'm gonna go with this one in blue. I'm gonna give ourselves some more money. And then I forgot I was gonna go ahead and put the popcorn maker in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some counters. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ones from Cottage Living this time because I like their swatches. This one's in red, which I really like. And then I'm gonna just kind of line that up with the wall and with the grid, like that. And then we need the popcorn maker, and I think maybe we could get another drink tray, or we could get tea. My friend doesn't really drink tea. Maybe we get the candy maker. That could be cool in a movie room. Oh, and that reminds me that I actually do also need trash can. We have mailboxes already, but we do need a trash can for outside and for inside too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this trash can right there. And then I want to have another one over here, and I don't see there's any reason why we can't just use the same one. And then I also think there should be one. I think this one's closest, but we need an outdoor one too. So let's go ahead and we can use this one in the bathroom. It won't fit in this bathroom, so we'll just put it right outside. And then we need an outdoor one, an outdoor trash can. I like this one from City Living. Actually, this one is from Get Together, not City Living. And I'm going to go ahead and nestle it in this plant. Outdoor trash cans, good. And 2 trash cans here, great. So now we just need a couch, and then I also want, I think maybe we'll get a mini fridge, but I don't think we'll put it downstairs. I think we'll put it upstairs. Okay, so we just need a couch, and then we also need, I think we're going to put one more surface in an accent table. Maybe this one from Tiny Living to put some candles on it for some additional light. So let's go ahead and look for candles. This one is from Werewolves, so we'll go ahead and use that one. And then this one is from Life or Death, and I think we used it outside. We can go ahead and use it here too. This one is from For Rent, and we can use it in this blue swatch. Or we could if it wasn't a little bit too big. That's fine. We also have this baby acorn, which I think my friend would actually love, but I don't have anywhere. Actually, why don't we just nestle it on the floor right here? More light is better in terms of my friend, not only their personal aesthetic, but the kinds of things that they enjoy. One of them is light. So then we also have this candlestick from Love Story. So we'll go ahead and do that just for a little bit of light. And then we need a couch. And I want a really good couch. So I was thinking of doing this one. This is from, I don't remember which kit this one's from. So let's go ahead and look real fast. It's kind of a weird square thing. This one, Desert Lux. That's what this one's from. Okay. I kind of love that. In terms of its comfort is 7. And we have some ones that are higher than that, but we don't really want to use them. Like this one's the one from Get Famous. Oh, actually, I can shove it over a little bit just so there's room for the Sims to walk around. And then I think we even have room for like one tiny other table, but I'm not going to put it. Instead, I'm just going to give this couch a little bit extra space. And move this trash can this way just to give the Sims a little bit of extra space to move around. They need a lot of moving around space. So then finally, I'm going to go ahead and see if I have any other lights I can use. Like this bunny one is from a reward event. One of those login events or something like that. This night light is from the Parenthood pack, which I can't 100% remember the name of. But again, you can look. It's from Parenthood. It's called Parenthood, but it's funny. Let's see. This one's from the outdoor, the pool party one, or the kitchen stuff. Backyard kit. But I don't really want to use that one. This candle is from For Rent. Like it. Shove it over there. Just, give enough, just to give some more light. And then finally, I'm going to add some more of these fairy lights above the windows. Just for fun. And I think one last detail we're going to do is we're going to put some kind of painting on this wall over here. Maybe a collage, if I can find one that I like. This one's the werewolf one, and it's really weird looking. I love it, but it is very strange. I think it would go best over here. And then we have like other werewolf stuff, but I don't think we're going to be using that. And we have a Home on the Range picture, but I don't think my friend would enjoy that. I don't know, I probably should discuss art with Tate and see what kind of art they prefer in their home. So instead, we'll just put up these 3 like travel pictures, and then I think we'll actually also have room to put a couple of other random portraits of random things. Yeah, this one's cool. Kind of enjoy this kind of art, but I don't know what I'm finding. I know her really well, let's be honest, but there are some things even I would be hesitant about in terms of designing for them. I like this. This is really cool, but it's technically a backsplash for the kitchen. And given the wallpaper we're using in the kitchen, I don't think we need a backsplash. Oh, and then this is Realm of Magic. Put that there. This one's from the pet. This one's from the stuff pack about pets. So even though she's not a dog person, there doesn't seem to be one that's cat focused. This one's got more cats on it, but also dogs. So how about we filter by cats and dogs and by the stuff pack for pets, like my first pet stuff, and see what comes up. They're like cat. Okay, we're gonna put cat decals on the walls. Whoops, cancel. Just wherever we can fit one, because I think that's just adorable. We're just gonna put the cat ones. Yes, we can put the dog ones or the mice too, so I should mind. But I think we'll just put the cat ones. And this is the final thing we're gonna do, I think. And we'll put this little calendar up. We'll put both versions of this calendar up in over here too. That's adorable. And then you can unlock these other ones, but not until you reach the back here. Alright, so the proper outfitted cat room. And we have areas in here for other art too, if we wanted it. I guess we could put something. Let's go ahead and filter it by a pack. Let's filter by Lovestruck, Life and Death, Enchanted by Nature, and see if there's anything that we want. This one's cool. This is by Lovestruck. This is the Lovestruck pack. That's gorgeous. And then this one's cool too, but it's like a woman and a dude. I kind of like the woman. It's neat. Okay, how about we put that one up there and we save Realm of Magic for their bedroom. Let's go ahead and put this here. And then I also want to see if it had a different swatch that I like at all. No, the other swatches aren't great. That's okay though. What about this? This is like a person. Odd. And then these are all different heart things. kind of like that. And then I don't think this had any other swatches. Like, it's got the buildings, but I don't really think that's appropriate. And then there's also, like, really cool other art, like this from Lovestruck. I definitely think it's more like a bedroom art thing. Okay, so that's the whole first floor. I hope you enjoyed watching it. The backyard is also fully complete, and so is the first floor. In the last and final episode of the series, we'll do the second floor and the third floor. Third floor is just that one room where the cauldron is going to go. And the second floor, just to remind you, is going to be, this is like Magic and Hobby's room for Sims 4 that's not the knitting stuff. So, like, whatever hobbies I feel like my best friend Selfson would be involved in, including Magic stuff. The top one is where the cauldron's going to go, and probably the Book of Shadows thing. They don't really use it, but that's what it's like. This is going to be a guest bedroom. And then this is the bathroom, so I have to do the flooring in here. I forgot this was the bathroom when I was doing it. So we've got these tile examples from Lovestruck, which I like. Let's go ahead and put that one in, just so that we know that's the bathroom. And then this is like a hallway, but it would be really good for like books storage, because it has all these walls, and they're not, you know, they have windows, they have a lot of wall space, they can have a bunch of bookcases up here, and maybe somewhere to sit over here. This is the bedroom, bath, closet. I think that this one's actually like the loo room, and then this is the giant bathroom. But with E, and then a balcony, and this bedroom's also going to have a desk in it for an office space. Or I'll put the office space out here. Books, office space, bedroom, bath, and closet, little balcony. This is a bathroom, this is a guest bedroom, this is like craft, hobby, magic room, and then this is the cauldron room. And that's going to be in our final episode from this series. So the bottom floor is complete, minus just there's nothing else I'm putting on this table for right now. And I feel like this room needs more light still, but actually it's probably fine. And there we go. That is so far my best friend Tate Sims for Self-Sims house in the game. And I just realized that I never finished this little bit of landscaping. So, go ahead. We're going to go ahead and filter by Enchanted by Nature again and see if I forgot anything. No, because Enchanted by Nature didn't really get much in terms of plants. BB.show hidden objects. BB.show live edit objects. Yeah, I didn't really get anything. Enchanted by Nature really didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and just fill in some plants right here, because apparently I forgot about this little corner when I was doing the landscape. I don't know how I managed to forget about this little area, but I did. It's a granite tall shrub. That's beautiful though. And then let's just plug in that one, and maybe a green fern, and then I think that's good. Okay, can't believe I forgot about the little corner, but I did. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, travelers. I hope you liked this build so far. There's going to be one more video for this build, which is just the top floor. The second from the top floor. There goes my mouse again. I really need to find somewhere to put it, but it's not solving all the time. I'm sure it's annoying for you guys to hear that clatter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the build. Thanks so much for watching, travelers, and we will see you in the next one. Please make sure you like and comment, share the video with your friends, family, and followers, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. That'll be the rest. Have a great day wherever you're at anywhere. Bye, travelers!